Hello students, I am Aparna Kedari and I am working as an assistant professor in Sarhad College of Art, Commerce and Science. Today we are going to study the preparation methods of alkene. Then in laboratory we can prepare alkenes by two types of reaction. First is the by elimination reaction and second by addition reaction. Then the elimination reaction involves by dehydrogenation of alkyl halide, that is removal of hydrogen and halogen from alkyl halide, we get alkenes. Then second is the dehydration, that is removal of water molecule from alcohols, we get the alkenes. Then third preparation method is the dehalogenation of vicinal halides. When two halogen atoms are on the adjacent carbon, then it is called vicinal halide. And by D means removal and halogenation. By removal of this halogen, you get alkene as a product. Then, or we can prepare alkene. Then next reaction preparation by addition reaction from alkynes by reduction in presence of H2 nickel, and second is Lindner catalyst for 6-alkene, that is when we use the Lindner catalyst for partial reduction we get the 6-alkene, and when we use the sodium in liquid ammonia we get trans-alkene. Then let's start with first by elimination reactions. First, dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. Alkyl halide, when treated with strong base such as alcoholic or alcoholic KOH, that is potassium hydroxide and sodamide, undergo beta elimination reaction. That is, hydrogen from beta carbon is eliminated. Therefore, it is called beta elimination to give alkene. Here, this carbon is alpha carbon and this carbon is beta carbon. That is, beta hydrogen is eliminated and bromine from alpha carbon is eliminated. Therefore, it is called beta elimination. And when it is treated with alcoholic KOH, we get alkene as a product. Hydrogen from beta carbon and bromine from alpha carbon is eliminated, and the product is propene plus KBr, and water is the byproduct. The halogen atom from alpha carbon atom and the hydrogen atom from beta are eliminated. Therefore, it is the beta elimination reaction. If there are two types of beta hydrogens, here there is only one type of beta, this carbon is beta and there is only one type of beta hydrogen, therefore we get only one product, that is propene. But if there are two types of beta hydrogens are there, then both are eliminated, but there is percentage of product is different, therefore two products are expected. Then two products are expected. For example, here 2-bromobutane. In 2-bromobutane, this is also beta carbon and this carbon is also beta carbon. Here suppose we call this is beta carbon, then it is beta dash carbon. Then or this is beta or beta dash. Then this carbon which bears the bromine is alpha carbon, and when it is treated with alcoholic KOH, then elimination takes place. We get the two products, that is butene, 2-butene and 1-butene. 2-butene by elimination of this hydrogen, that is hydrogen hydrogen present on third carbon, and when hydrogen present on the first carbon is eliminated, we get 1-butene, because there are two beta hydrogen and both are eliminated and we get two products, but the percentage of this product is different. 80% we get 2-butene and only 20% we get 1-butene. And this orientation of carbon-carbon double bond or formation of this product is according to Sedgwick's rule. And the statement for Sedgwick's rule: in an elimination reaction, the alkene which is more is obtained as a major product. Or the second statement is also that the more stable alkene is formed as a major product in the elimination reaction. According to statement, the elimination reaction, the alkene which is more substituted. In this 2-butene is disubstituted. Here CH3 and CH3, it is disubstituted. In in 1-butene it is monosubstituted, because here only one substituent, that is ethyl. And according to second, the more stable alkene is formed as a major product in elimination reaction. Tetrasubstituted alkenes are more stable than the Trisubstituted alkene, trisubstituted alkene are more stable than the secondary and disubstituted alkene, and disubstituted alkene is more stable than monosubstituted alkene. Therefore, here 2-butene is disubstituted alkene and here 1-butene is monosubstituted alkene. Therefore, 2-butene is formed as a major product in this reaction. Then next here again there are two types of beta hydrogen. These two beta hydrogen, they are identical. Total 6 hydrogens are identical beta, and this is beta dash. Two types of beta hydrogens are there. Then here CH3, CH3. When we eliminate this beta hydrogen, then we get this major product because this alkene becomes 1, 2, 3 trisubstituted. And when we substitute or eliminate this eliminate this hydrogen, we get the disubstituted alkene, that is 1 and 2 disubstituted alkene. Therefore, major product in this reaction is this one, that is 2-methyl 2-butene, and here it is 2-methyl 1-butene is a minor product. Then we get 2-methyl 2-butene about 70% and 2-methyl 1-butene is 30%. Then stability order of alkene, tetrasubstituted alkene is more stable than trisubstituted. Trisubstituted is more stable than disubstituted. In case of disubstituted, this order is in this order, that is when the only one doubly bonded hydrogens are substituted by alkyl group, then it is more stable than this. Then second monosubstituted and ethene. Then reactivity in elimination. The stability of alkene not only determines the orientation of double bonds but also determines the reactivity of alkyl halides towards the elimination reaction. Then the nature of alkyl halide. As the branching at alpha carbon goes on increasing from primary alkyl halide to secondary and to the tertiary alkyl halide, then the reactivity increases. That is here this alkyl halide is primary alkyl halide because chlorine is attached to carbon. It is only attached to one carbon atom. Here bromine attached to second carbon. It is attached to two other carbon atom. Here iodine is attached to this tertiary. Then here primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, and tertiary alkyl halide. Therefore, tertiary alkyl halides are more reactive towards elimination than secondary and primary. Then, as branching increases, these two effects has the more substituted alkene is obtained as a major product, and second one is the number of beta hydrogens goes on increasing, the more probability of a reaction takes place because number of beta hydrogens increases. Therefore, the order of reactivity of alkyl halide is tertiary alkyl halide is more reactive than secondary alkyl halide and then primary alkyl halide. Then next is the nature of halogen. Here in this case, this is tertiary alkyl halide is also there and it is iodide. The alkyl halides are more reactive than the alkyl halides are more reactive than the alkyl fluoride, bromides and chlorides. The nature of halogen also decides the relative rate of reaction. The order of reactivity of alkyl halide is ethyl iodide is more reactive than ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide is more reactive than ethyl chloride and then fluoride. The iodides are most reactive and fluorides are less reactive. This is because the carbon iodine bond is weaker bond due to size of iodine is greater than the bromine, chlorine and fluorine, and therefore it is easily broken, and when CF bond is strongest due to very small size of fluorine and hence it is difficult to break. Therefore, the alkyl iodides are more reactive than alkyl bromides, than alkyl chlorides and fluorides. Then next is the dehydration of alcohols. Alcohols when reacted with acids eliminate water to form alkene. Here this beta hydrogen and this carbon is alpha carbon and this hydrogen is beta hydrogen, and when it is eliminated it gives alkene. The OH group of alpha carbon and the hydrogen atom of beta carbon are eliminated, therefore it is again beta elimination reaction. The elimination reaction is carried out in two ways. First, heating the alcohol with concentrated H2SO4 or phosphorus acid, And second, by passing alcohol vapors on the heated catalysts such as aluminum trioxide and alumina, which is functions as a acid. Therefore, dehydration of alcohol, OH from alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon is eliminated and we get an alkene as a product. For example, here this alcohol is primary alcohol. The OH from this alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon is eliminated in presence of concentrated H2SO4 at 160 degrees Celsius. It gives alkene, that is propene plus water. Then in second case, it is secondary alcohol to propanol. Again, when it is allowed to react with concentrated H2SO4 or heated with concentrated H2SO4 at 160 degrees Celsius, we get the propene as a product. Then 2-methyl 2-propanol when heated in presence of concentrated H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, at 140 degrees Celsius, 2-methyl propene is the product. And in all above example, there is only one type of beta hydrogen. But if the compound contain more than one beta hydrogen, then more products are formed. And this major product is according to Sedgwick's rule. Here there are two types of beta carbons. This carbon is also hydrogens, beta carbon and beta dash carbon. Therefore, the hydrogen present on that carbon is beta hydrogen and beta dash hydrogen. Here two types of hydrogens are there. Therefore, two products are possible. But out of this, only one is major. That is, this 2-butene is major according to according to Sedgwick's rule. The more stable alkene is formed as a major product, or more in an elimination reaction, more substituted alkene is formed as a major product. Therefore, here 2-butene is formed about 80% because here this alkene is more substituted, this disubstituted alkene, and in this 1-butene it is monosubstituted because here only one substituent is there, that is ethyl group. Then 2-methyl 2-butanol. When it is heated in presence of aluminum trioxide at 400 degrees Celsius, then elimination of alpha beta hydrogen and elimination of beta dash hydrogen gives 2-methyl 2-butene by elimination of beta hydrogen, and product is about 70% is formed, and this product is major product 2-methyl 2-butene because it is 1, 2, 3 trisubstituted alkene, and when by elimination of beta dash hydrogen, then there is formation of 2-methyl 1-butane. It is 1, 2 only disubstituted, therefore trisubstituted and disubstituted. Trisubstituted alkene is formed as a major product in this case. The reactivity of different alcohols towards the dehydration is found to be similar to alkyl halide, and tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary than primary. The reason of this is when we see the mechanism of this dehydration, then there is formation of carbocation. Then tertiary alcohols give stable carbocation, then secondary alcohols give secondary carbocation, primary alcohols gives primary carbocation. Therefore, the reactivity order in this way, that is tertiary alcohols are more stable than secondary alcohol, which are more stable than the primary alcohol. And the acid catalyzed dehydration of alcohols is reversible reaction, and the alkene formed would react with water to form alcohol. Then next is the vicinal dehydration of vicinal dihalide. In this case, vicinal dihalide means when there is halogen present on adjacent carbon atoms are called vicinal halides. When they are allowed to react or heated in presence of zinc, then there is formation of alkene plus zinc bromide. And 1,2-dichloropropane when treated with potassium iodide or heated with potassium iodide, it gives propene plus KCl, and ICl, that is interhalogen compound ICl, is formed as a byproduct. Then next, by addition to alkynes, reduction. Alkynes can be reduced by addition of hydrogen to alkene. Here alkynes, and it undergo reduction in presence of H2 catalyst, Then this changes to alkene, and when this alkene again undergo reduction, it further this hydrogen adds across this carbon-carbon double bond, and we get alkane as a product, final product. Therefore, catalytic reduction does not stop the alkene, the reduction at alkene stage, and proceeds further to give alkane. Therefore, this is not suitable method for the preparation of alkene, alkenes. Then next is the use of Linder catalyst, specially prepared, but it is specially prepared palladium. The reaction gives only cis alkene. The by using this Lindlar catalyst, this like Lindlar catalyst is palladium barium carbonate, and this in presence of hydrogen, it's called Lindlar catalyst, and it is partial reduction, that is triple bond is reduced to double bond, but in cis fashion, that is two hydrogens are on the same side of double bond. It is cis 2 butene, 98% product is formed. Then alkynes can be reduced by using sodium or lithium in liquid ammonia, and this reduction proceeds only on the transalkene. Only the transalkene is the product. Here's when 2-butane is react with this allowed to undergo reduction in presence of sodium in liquid ammonia. It gives trans 2-butene. Here the CH3 groups and hydrogen are on the opposite side of double bond. Therefore, it is trans 2-butene. Therefore, this is all about the preparation method of alkenes.